welcome to the Let's Sleep channel. I am Jazz, your infant and child sleep educator, and I've jumped on today to give you 5 simple tips you can use to create a zen sleep environment for your baby. If you haven't already, hit subscribe so you get notified when new videos come out. Let's get into it. Create a nice dark sleep space for your baby. This is relevant for newborns right through to 5 years of age and beyond. Why is it important to have a dark sleep environment? Because our natural sleepy hormone melatonin is only produced and secreted in the dark. So by providing a dark sleep space for our baby, you're working with their natural body systems and hormones to help them feel ready for sleep. Similarly, if the room isn't very dark or if there's lights on in the room while your baby's sleeping, when they come to the end of a sleep cycle, they're much more likely to wake fully and look around because it's light and they can see what's going on around them. So provide a nice dark sleep space for your baby regardless of their age, and it should be really quite dark. You shouldn't ideally be able to read a book in the room, and you should, struggle really to see when you go into the room too. Next up is white noise. I recommend white noise from the newborn phase right through until about 18 months of age. You can continue using it beyond 18 months, particularly if you live in quite a busy, noisy household with dogs, other kids running around. A lot of traffic noise nearby can really help to prevent your baby being woken from startling noises. My top tip with white noise is pick a noise machine that has the option to have no timer on it. So some will only allow you to have, say, 15 minutes, half an hour, or 45 minutes of the noise playing, but you want one that can play all the time. So you want to play it for the full length of naps and the full length of night sleep, so that when your baby wakes in between a sleep cycle, they hear the noise. It's a really great sleep association because it can be on all the time, they recognize it, and they calm back for sleep themselves. Next up is room temperature. Aim for your baby's room to be between 18 and 22 degrees for sleep, but don't panic if you can't keep their room within that temperature range. In the peak of summer or the depths of winter, it's just not always possible, particularly if your house doesn't have heating or cooling. So don't panic, we can only work with what we've got. Simply use the TOG rating provided with the sleeping bag or swaddle that you're using for your little one. If they're little and they're being swaddled for sleep, so generally if they're under 4 months of age or not quite yet rolling, then you could use additional blankets if needed to tuck them in to keep them nice and warm. Once they are unswaddled, however, it's not safe to use blankets for sleep until closer to 2 years and beyond. You can check out more on the Red Nose website for information around safe sleeping with room temperature. Next up is safe sleeping. Red Nose Australia has a great collection of resources on their website to help you create a safe sleep environment for your baby. The basic principles that they talk about are to always place your baby down for sleep on their back. If they're at the age where they're moving about in their sleep and they're able to get onto their side or their tummy, that's fine, but still always put them down for sleep on their back. And if they get into that position themselves, then that's totally fine. Keep your baby's face and head uncovered, so avoiding using things like hoodies, beanies, and blankets under the age of 2 are not recommended. Keep the baby smoke-free before and after birth, so avoiding having cigarette smoke around your baby. Provide a safe sleeping environment both day and night, because the risk is the same for SUDI or sudden unexpected death in infancy. So the risk is the same both day and night. Sleep your baby in a safe cot for their day and their night sleep, and ideally in the same room as you for the first 6 to 12 months if possible. And lastly, breastfeed baby. If it's possible for you to do so, that's fantastic, but if it's not, that's also okay. It's just a recommendation that Red Nose outline. Finally, having a really low stimulation environment is so important for sleep. Our little ones are so stimulated by what's going on around them, and they're just wanting to have lots of fun and get on with play. So if you have toys, really colourful posters on the wall and different things for them to look at, particularly if the room isn't quite dark enough, then it can just be quite stimulating during sleep. And the same with flashing lights, glowing bears, different toys, mobiles. they can all be quite stimulating when you're wanting your little one to settle for sleep. So just have a look around the sleep environment, put away or pack away any toys that might be visible or any things that you think they might find quite entertaining to look at, and that should help them feel nice and calm for sleep and less distracted. You ready to create a zen sleep environment for your little one? The 5 tips we've just gone through are darkness, white noise if under 18 months of age, keeping the room temperature between 18 and 22 degrees, a safe sleep environment, and a low stimulation environment. So I hope those tips are helpful. If you haven't already, hit subscribe so that you get notified when any new videos come up. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below, or if you'd like to suggest a topic for the next video that I do, let me know, because I'd love to create something that's going to be really helpful for you. Have a great day.